Hi guys, I'd like you to get deeply relaxed. So I want you to be nice and comfortable. Make sure that everything's turned off. This recording is best listened to with headphones on. Doesn't matter if you don't have headphones, but it's always better. I want you to make sure that you won't be disturbed. You're in a nice comfortable position. So your legs are uncrossed. You could be lying down or sitting up. It's entirely up to you how you do this self-hypnosis. And now I want you to get deep breath in and out. Deep breath in again. Feeling a deep sense of relaxation. And out. Deep breath in again. And out. That's right. And I want you to imagine as if your eyes are slightly straining up into the ceiling and you see a spot that you stare. You keep your eyes on the spot as you feel as if there's a deep sense of calmness and relaxation coming down over your body, keeping your eyes on that spot until your eyes are becoming heavy, heavier still. You feel your eyes blinking. This is okay. Just feel a deep sense of relaxation, calmness coming all over you. That's right. Your eyes are starting to close. Just allow them to close and enjoy the self-hypnosis. That's right. Nice and relaxed. I'd like you to imagine in your mind, I want you to create a room. Begin to imagine a room that could only exist within your imagination. It's a round room of a comfortable size and there's a table in this room. Imagine now in this room that can only exist within your imagination. On this table, which can only exist in your imagination, is a spread of all sorts of foods, all sorts of items that perhaps in the past you have identified as being part of the problem. Imagine, picture, think of yourself as if there you are in this room and this table is as big as it needs to be. Because spread out on this table is this incredible buffet of all the foods that you've identified as being part of the problem in your past. And on the table are all the sweets, all the unhealthy items, all the things that in the past you've identified as being part of the problem, all the bread. As if on this table, like a single spotlight shining out as well, all these white, highly processed carbs, all this highly processed form of carbohydrates which your body immediately recognizes and converts into sugars and breaks down, and stores that unnecessary fat in your body. Imagine, picture, think, as if this table is just so beautifully displayed, kind of like in the ways that you'd see images of food on a menu of a restaurant or even in commercials. how they bring in a team of people to perfectly light and arrange this food in a way that in some small way it's usually some bit of a letdown. When they finally bring it out to you, it never looks as good as it does on the menu or TV, does it? Imagine, picture, think about this before you, in this room, spread out on this table, all of the items that in the past you've identified as being part of the problem, so beautifully displayed, perfectly displayed with lighting and style, the textures wonderfully outlined, the colours so enticing, and the smells perhaps intoxicating, as if the smells of those foods have drawn you toward them. However, notice I count from 5 to 1 what happens. 5. The colours begin to fade away. The colours which before were perhaps beautiful and appealing are now shifting to kind of a dull white, kind of yellowish, milky, industrial grey. 4. All of the beautiful textures losing shape and definition, as if they are melting, as if they are oozing down onto that table into kind of a blob of just horrible gunk. 3. It's as if all those textures and colours are now kind of oozing into this blob of stuff on that table. 2. I don't know if you begin to become aware of some sort of smell associated as this transformation takes place. A smell perhaps like some sort of medical waste or sewer smell, or even fish that's been lying for weeks and weeks. 1. Even some sounds on this gunk, as this blob, as this stuff just kind of drips and pops down on the floor into a puddle of milk, as if before your eyes these foods that you've identified as being part of the problem has transformed into the very fact that they come on the body. And go ahead now. Gently let those eyelids open and just let them close right back on down, and you can let any smells and images fade away. And find yourself back in that room you just created, back at the beginning of this experience, and everything has been reset. A team of people has come in, mopped the floor, cleaned things up, and the table is set once again. The table is set just as enticing as it was before, beautifully arranged, perfectly crafted, perfectly well lit, all the colours, all the textures, wonderfully outlined. However, notice, all those things on the table are the same. Yet even already the sheer reaction to them that has shifted. Very clearly, you know they still exist. Yet that connection is already fading and falling away. If you think of removing the batteries from a TV remote control that has stopped working, what do? You remove the old batteries and you put new ones in, and the remote control that works again. But we can shift our focus briefly back to the old batteries. You clearly know that these old batteries exist, yet there's no charge left. Much like you find yourself in this room now with that table beautifully arranged, those foods are still the same, yet the reaction to them, the charge has fallen away. Again, 5 of you. 5 noticing the colours once again shifting from those beautifully arranged colours to the dull white kind of yellowish, milky industrial grey. 4. All the textures oozing down into this blob of horrible gunk on that table. 3. As if the smells are coming back again, kind of like how you could imagine medical waste or some sort of sewer smells or fish that's been lying for weeks and weeks. And number 2, as it drips, as it flops and flops down the legs of the table, down into the floor, onto a blob of food. And number 1, just the sight of the stuff now, as if you feel your desire to be rid of these excess layers of that very fat from your body. So highly motivated now that even the sight of these foods now, rather than the challenge it may have posed in the past, now becoming the motivator, reminding you of every reason you are here today, reminding you of every reason. Of all things, imagine that the sight now of these foods that in the past may have posed a challenge, now becoming a motivator, now becoming a reminder to eat right, to drink right, to move right, to feel right. Rather than a weakness, they now become a strength, and with each and every day that passes, as these foods become fewer and far between in your life, motivating you like never before. As the foods remain the same, nourish your reaction will become different. Now, gently let those eyelids open, let them close, and just go much, much deeper down as you find yourself back again in that room, back in that same space. The very same table. Again, a team of people have come in, cleaned things up, they've mopped, they've even thrown away all that stuff because now the table is arranged in a very different way. Now the table is filled with all these good, healthy items that you know in your heart and mind are essential, favourable, helpful, for good health. That table is now a wonderful spread, a wonderful display of all those things that are good for your mind, your heart, your life, your friends, your body. All those things you know you want to be to more. All those things you know are so good and healthy for your body. An amazing display now of just the healthiest foods possible to motivate the changes in your body. Filling the mind and body now with all these things you want to be having as opposed to those things you no longer want to be having. And as you walk out that door today, find yourself being drawn more and more to these good, healthy foods, you find those old ones just begin to fade, fall away on the way, remembering to forget them altogether, forgetting to remember them as well. An amazing display of good, healthy colours of nature, the red, the orange, the green, the blues, the purples, the good, healthy colours of nature that your body knows what to do. And use that powerful imagination, just allow a sense or a feeling that you're walking into a movie theatre. It can be one you have been to before or one you just care to imagine. There's no one else around, it's just you. And you feel calm and relaxed. That's right. Imagine taking a seat in the front row of this movie theatre. Just take a seat in the front row. There is a big blank projection screen, and by your side is a remote control. The type that you would use for your television to turn up the volume or brightness of a picture. And while you're sitting there, front row of the movie theatre, bring an image to your mind of you looking just how you want to look. Maybe it's an image of you wearing that new item of clothing that you bought. That's right, something you bought. Maybe it's a special occasion that you've got in mind. But just bring to mind that image of you looking exactly how you want to. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to 3, that image in your mind will appear on the movie screen just like a major Hollywood film. The life of you, looking just how you want to look, wearing the clothes you want to wear, full of energy, full of life, the slimmer shape, the smaller size you want to be. Fantastic. So I'll count from 1 to 3, and when I get to 3, that image will appear on that screen. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Take a good look at that picture of you as you're living your life slim, fit and healthy, wearing the clothes you want to wear, looking fantastic. Use that remote control by your side, turn up the volume, turn up the brightness, and I'm going to count from 1 to 3 again, and this time you have a choice to make. We always have choices in life we can make. And if you choose, when I get to 3, you can imagine jumping into that image, being a part of that film, feeling exactly how it will feel when you achieve that goal, when you're much slimmer, much fitter, much healthier, and all the feelings that will come with that. Or, if you choose, when I get to 3, you can imagine sitting in the front row of the movie cinema, just an observer, wishing, wanting, but never doing anything. I wonder what you are going to do. Are you going to choose to jump into that image and feel how great it will feel when you get there? Or are you going to lose focus, give up, sit back, wishing and thinking? So, many people in their life start off with a goal in mind but get distracted, lose focus, never achieve their goals. I wonder, what are you going to do? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Jump in there, feel how it will feel. You're really slim, fit, very healthy, doing all the things you would like to do at your perfect shape and size, in control and feel fantastic. And all these feelings will remain with you now. Surely, but safely and gradually, you are becoming that person. That future is there and waiting for you. And it's so easy to achieve. Just those 3 small meals, feeling very satisfied. On those 3 small meals, listening to your tongue and imagining how beautiful you feel. Reminding you you've had enough to eat. You no longer choose to use your body as a waste bin. You can now eat to live instead of living to eat. And you can now choose to eat to nourish your body and soothe your soul in positive ways other than food. That's right. And the same phase as you imagine something else. Imagine or just get a sense of a feeling that you're going for a walk in a park. It might be a park that you have been to before or just one that you want to imagine. But just get this sense, feeling of you walking in this park. It is a gorgeous day and the weather is just how you want it to be. Your favourite kind of day. You feel so calm, so relaxed, just wandering in this park. Just up ahead of you, It is a person who is selling colourful helium balloons, the type that you would get in a film. She's standing there with this big bunch of helium balloons, and you can imagine going up to this person and buying 3 of these balloons. Just purchase 3 of the balloons. And when you've got them, find somewhere to sit down in the park, and you can sit on a park bench or on the grass, anywhere you want. And while you're sitting there, I'm going to be quiet for you. You remain in hypnosis and imagine, consider anything that might now prevent you from becoming the shape and size you want to be. It might be something in the past that has held you back before. It may be a craving for something to eat, for comfort or stress. Just consider all the reasons that have affected your ability to control your own shape. You've got 3 colourful balloons, so I'm just going to be quiet for a moment while you consider anything. It is maybe time to let go. And when you've thought of something, imagine writing words on those balloons that describe those things. Just write words on the balloons. And when you're ready to let go of those things, and just in your own time, you can release the balloons. Just release the balloons and watch them float away, getting higher and higher in the sky, taking with them whatever those things are, just floating away, feeling the freedom, because you're free now, free to become that size, that shape you choose to be. All your body needs is those 3 small amounts, just those small amounts. You can be very satisfied on these 3 small amounts. Imagine that golf ball sized pouch your tummy. That's right. Feeling content and at peace. Feeling fantastic. You look forward to feeling slimmer, fitter, healthier future. And you feel fantastic in every single